I was ecstatic. After months of hoping for a leadership role at the bowling alley, I finally got my shot. I was going to manage the birthday department, helping create joyful, stress-free experiences for parents who just wanted their kids to have fun. Simon, the outgoing lead, showed me the ropes before he left, and from the very beginning it was clear I was made for this job. My sunshiny disposition put guests instantly at ease, and that energy translated seamlessly into the chaos and charm of children's parties. I inherited a dream team. Kiara and Sonia were seasoned pros, party-hosting veterans whose names regularly popped up in glowing reviews. They had timing, intuition, and a deep understanding of how to read each party's unique rhythm. There were Jordan and Yasmin, inseparable, effervescent, full of life. Jordan was 17, the only boy on the team, flamboyant and fabulous. I felt a fierce sense of protectiveness over him the moment we met. Together, the four of them became my anchors. They kept me afloat, taught me as much as I guided them. They knew I respected them deeply, and that respect came right back to me tenfold. I dove into the details. Each week I called every parent, triple-checked party forms, coordinated with the kitchen, prepped arcade cards, and scheduled each host with care. Once the weekdays were squared away, the real magic happened on the weekends. I stationed myself at a podium by the sliding glass doors, helping direct guests while my team fetched the bowling shoes for the entire parties. It was organized, joyful chaos. And for a while, it felt like a dream job I hadn't known and I wanted. Parents offered heartfelt praise, kids beamed with excitement. We went above and beyond, and the department felt like a well-oiled, love-powered machine. I felt lucky, blessed even. But on the days I wasn't working birthdays, I felt the weight. I managed the floor 2 to 3 days a week, especially in slower seasons when birthdays and regular operations overlapped. I was stretched thin. My manager rarely offered support. In fact, I often felt they relied on me too much. Planning was inconsistent at best, especially for a place trying to position itself as a high-end bowling center. Because I had deep knowledge of the event process, I was often expected to set up large-scale events while still managing the entire floor. There was one day I set up 5 separate events, personally worked and tore down 3 of them, and still managed to set the evening crew up for success with the other 2. It didn't matter how unrealistic the expectations were. If things weren't scheduled properly, Lucas will take care of it, became the silent rule. The final straw wasn't a scheduling mess, it was a slap in the face. Managers received a 10% commission on events, while servers got 40 to 60%. One day, an event overlapped with a mandatory server meeting. I managed, served, broke down the event, and ran the floor all by myself. While I tried to claim the server commission, I was denied. They gave me the cut to the server who would have worked it, someone who hadn't lifted a finger. I was livid. I wasn't salaried. I was scraping by, and now I was being denied compensation for work I'd actually done. That wasn't the first red flag at the center, but it was the one that made me really start paying attention. Ben and Dee Dee, an adorable, fiercely hardworking couple in the kitchen, were the ones who helped me see the bigger picture. They were consistently overworked and undersupported. They'd give me last-minute changes to menus or events and still manage to pull it all off with grace. It blew me away. They'd vent to me not because I had power, but because I listened. I cared. I abdicated when I could, but was often dismissed. My upbeat personality made people overlook the leadership I brought. It was frustrating, and to be honest, I was complicit too. I was paid well and didn't want to rock the boat too much. I'd say my piece, then let the real managers handle it. Instead, I threw myself back into birthdays. I was passionate about supporting my team, Kiara, Sonia, Jordan, Yasmin, all of them. But one host in particular stole my heart, Nadia. She didn't start in the department, but she belonged with us. It didn't take much convincing. Upper management saw her potential too, and just like that, she was a birthday host. Nadia and I clicked immediately. As we swapped stories, she shared things that hit close to home. There's something sacred about finding someone who's lived through similar pain. Shame softens the weight you carry, feels a little lighter. When someone sees your scars and doesn't flinch, a special bond forms. Only trauma survivors truly understand. She was almost 18, I was almost 38. I never imagined I could become close friends with someone so young. From the outside, and I'm sure it looks strange, some old guy trying to groom a teenage girl, but the truth was far simpler. I'm a goofy gay man who never really grew up, and she was a teenager with the soul of a wise 50-year-old therapist. Somehow, we just got each other. That kind of connection is rare. For my 38th birthday, I threw an all-ages skate party so coworkers could come. Nadia picked up me and Katie because that's the kind of person she is. I had eaten an edible right before she arrived, and the panic hit hard. Oh my god, I'm in a car with my 17-year-old subordinate. What's wrong with me? I started spiraling, then got distracted by a cool boat. And then just like that, I chilled out. We weren't at work, I hadn't given her anything, I was just a stoned grown-up heading to his own roller skating party. She thought it was hilarious. Triston, another coworker and one of my first gay friends post-divorce, met us there with his boyfriend. He glided across the rink like a butterfly. Nadia was smooth on skates too. Katie and the boyfriend sat on the sidelines, dramatically critiquing everyone. And me, I floundered. I fell. I sucked, and it was hilarious. I needed that night so badly. Triston became my sister, Nadia my daughter, Chairmane my work wife. They were my family. They still are. Nadia left for school. Her first day was her 18th birthday. Not seeing her around changed everything, but I was so proud of her. Every time she's back in town, she makes time for me. This past holiday season, she surprised me at my new job with a mountain of homemade baked goods. That's just who she is. Triston moved into management and worked mostly nights, so I saw him less. But the Halloween, the three of us, Triston, Dee and I, dressed up as the Sanderson sisters. Triston was Winnie, Dee was Sarah, and I was Mary. We won the costume contest. I even had to help our mechanic Chase fix a bowling lane in full drag, which the senior league bowlers will probably never forget. But even the magic couldn't mask the rot. My responsibilities were slowly stripped away, the toxicity bled through, and then I was fired. No warning, no explanation. Nadia quit in solidarity. Ben and Dee left soon after. My world shifted overnight. I had grown to resent the center, but I loved running birthday parties. The laughter, the colors, the cake, the joy I felt was a part of something special. I couldn't believe it was over. Some families came back year after year. One woman wore the same dress to her nephew's party 2 years in a row. The first time I'd complimented her, the second time she wore it for me. She told me she'd felt self-conscious about her post-weight loss body, but my comment helped her feel brave again. That moment stuck with her, and now it sticks with me. There was a little boy who had been to several parties I hosted. He spotted me at Target once and begged his mom to take a picture with me because he thought I was famous. Or the boy with the special needs siblings who felt invisible. I gave him extra treats and arcade cards. He told me he'd never forget how kind I was. How fucking beautiful is that? It was more than a job, it was a calling. I've always lived kindness forward, and that role was a perfect outlet for it. I mourned for weeks, in many ways I still do. I never got closure, I still don't know why I was let go, but truthfully, it was the best thing that could have happened. I've grown since then. I've found a job where I can be unapologetically myself. I've even won Associate of the Month recently. But the grief lingers. It's strange to miss a job you loved at a company you despised. Still, I carry the lessons with me and the people: Nadia, Triston, Chairmane, Dee Dee, Ben, Hannah, Courtney, and so many more. They're mine for life. The center might be run on nepotism and clueless management, but it gave me something priceless. It taught me that I am far too special to settle for just content.